guys, Subsist68 here on the Metal Couch. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Swords Warp Riders, which was released, I believe, last year, 2010. For those of you who don't know who the Sword are, they are I guess you could describe them as a classic sounding heavy metal band from Texas. They got kind of a Black Sabbath feel to them. I've done a review of the Swords Gods of the Earth, and this album is a definite improvement over Gods of the Earth. The production quality is miles ahead of their previous two albums, Age of Winters and again Gods of the Earth. Um, and this album is split into two parts. Part 1, The Archer and the Orb, and Part 2, The Android and the Sword. This is a concept album, so there's already a good thing right here. Plus, concept album tells a story. Um, Part 1, the tracks are Acheron / Unearthing the Orb, Tres Brujas, which, if you translate that, is three witches, Arrows in the Dark, The Chronomancer Part 1, Hubris, and Lawless Lands. Those are the first 5 tracks, and they make up Part 1. Part 2, The Android and the Sword, includes Astrea's Dream, The Warp Riders, Night City, The Chronomancer 2, Nemesis, The Night the Sky Cried Tears of Fire. Now, what I like about this album is, going back to they almost have a kind of a Black Sabbath kind of sound to them, a really, really classic heavy metal sound. If I can get this damn booklet out, I will show you some of the awesomeness in this booklet. And you got your complete lyrics here. This is a pretty streamlined CD in terms of art design or just how the album looks. I mean, you got the cover art right there, and on the back, it's plain black with track listing. There's a small amount of planetary illustration here in the back. Even the disc is plain looking, just like old CDs in the 80s. You know, you get your, see, the Sword Warp Riders, jet black. No artwork underneath the CD either. There are a couple of songs on this album that can get a bit dull, but there are a lot of great songs on this album, which I don't. It's kind of hard to describe the Sword because they've done stuff like I think Age of Winters had stuff with Norse mythology on there. Uh, Gods of the Earth had some other form of mysticism in it. I think it had something to do with druids or something. They had a song on there called Fire Lances of the Hyper-Zephyrians. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. This one uh, is a bit easier to understand. It's a science fiction story, whereas in the past it's been like this medieval mythology kind of thing. Uh, really, it's a standard. It sounds normal. I mean, there's nothing that extraordinary about this album. It's still good, and it's still good to listen to every once in a while, but this is not something that I'm going to be cranking all the time on my iPod or in my car or on my Xbox or something. Um, so far, they have 2 music videos for this album. They will be releasing 3. The 2 they have out now are Tres Brujas and Lawless Lands. And I believe that the next one that they have is Night City. I think it was either Night City or The Night the Sky Cried Tears of Fire. Some highlight tracks off this album are I really like Unearthing the Orb and The Chronomancer Part 1. And the Night the Sky Cried Tears of Fires are some of my highlight tracks. Um, just give this thing a listen first. I don't recommend going out and buying it first. You gotta be into this band before you get into this album. Try out Gods of the Earth first, and if you like Gods of the Earth, you'll like Warp Riders. All in all, that's all I gotta say about this album. I'll give it a oh hell, what should I even give it? See, I'm confused on what it even. Damn it. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt here. I don't want to make it sound like it's a terrible album, but it's your stock metal record. That's it. There's, I mean, there's really not that much to see here. So I will be coming out with some more reviews soon. I've been out of the review game and annoying the piss out of my subscribers with those UG Inquisitions. I have, let's see, what are some things that I've got lined up? I'm still working on my 8th MS Team review. I finally got it right here in the mail. Um, Still working on that. I got a request to do a game review of Devil May Cry, but that's running into some problems because I don't actually have a case for it or anything like that. And it's been years since I've played the game, so I'm going to have to go back through and I'm going to have to play it again. I'm going to have to buy it again. It's like only like $3 though, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. So yeah, 8th MS Team, Devil May Cry. I may have a couple of CDs down there I can review in the near future, but that's all I've got lined up for now. So this is Danny on Metal Couch signing off.